welcome to Table Talk. Today it's me and Robin, and we're expecting Shelly to join us later, but we'll see how that's gonna work out.
Because it's a storm day today.
Yeah.
It's a very snowy day
It's
here.
a snowy day, but yeah, I think we have kind of lots of things, new and old, and little bit of everything, but we'll have Robin show us what she's been up to.
Oh, what have I been up to? Okay, so I think, first of all, this will show in January, right?
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Woohoo!
So, anyway. So, I've still been working on my crinkles. I think I showed that last time. This, for me, is going to be, I need to get this done and enjoy it. And so, there's a couple friends I have that are challenging me along the way, right? Which is always good. I always do better if someone is.
I think once you
Cheer me
finish the
along.
roof, though, then you'll be motivated because everything else is kind of different. And
Yeah, and look at, like, what's next is all the fun stuff.
Yep.
yeah.
Like, this is the yucky, get it out of the way, and then it'll be fun. And then another project I've been working on is Big City.
Oh, this is
So-
a department store.
This is the department store. So I'm excited for that one. And then I have, what makes me more excited is number 2 is here.
What is
so-
the number 2?
Theater. It's the theater.
I was gonna say it, but I don't say that word very well.
It's okay.
It's okay. So then I found this the other day, and I feel really dumb that it's not done because there's not much left. So I'm like, oh, I gotta get this
You
done.
have a month to finish
I need
it.
to finish it, right? So anyway,
I love that whenever we invite Robin, we have a lot of project in progress. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Robin.
we all do.
I just throw her under
here's
the
a
bus.
finish. Do you see this quilt? I actually, this one was hanging in the store, and I gifted it to my daughter for Christmas.
It's sold out what, a day or two
Oh,
before.
it was so funny because the customer was in here, and I was like, oh, you are my angel. My daughter
Oh,
gets
she
to
bought the
have
last.
Christmas.
She bought the last
Yep, I
kit.
think
She bought the
the
last one.
Wednesday before Christmas. So, yep.
I was so excited.
Just on
I mean,
time.
I know that sounds so silly, but you're thinking, I really want to give her something. I should have brought, next time I should bring the Afghan she made me for Christmas. So we like traded homemade gifts and didn't know it, and it was just amazing. So then, shocker, I'm going to start something new, but I think it's Sweetwater Stitcher is starting a stitch along on January 6th. And so I
nice.
thought, I've never done a stitch along.
So you
Let's
have
do one.
everything,
So
and-
I am prepared.
Oh, she's
And
stitching this?
She's stitching that. So I think we have a few of those patterns. And then I'm showing this so that it motivates me to finish it. No, just kidding. I've had a crazy, like this one's been a little struggle for me because it just has so many steps. So these are the blocks. Let me
So
show
cute.
this
I
other
love
one.
the snowflake.
And so we'll have kits for this for Christmas in July, I think. But I'm just trying to get it done. So there's that.
They're so pretty.
Anyway.
Oh, they're repeating.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are all
those
the
are
trees.
repeating and
Yeah.
this. But I love the snowflake.
I
It's
know.
so cute.
The background is amazing, right? And then I have a quilt that I finished. It's this one right here. I don't know if you want me to open it up.
So do we even need to talk about what's your favorite color? I think we all see it.
What is that?
Pink.
We all see
Pink
it.
and red.
Along all these projects.
It's like
We all see it.
it's pretty clear, right?
This is so pretty.
I love the way this has turned out,
I think we have it sideways, but it
It's
doesn't
okay.
matter.
right?
Is this for the shop?
Yeah. So we have
Mm.
kits for this. I would have had it quilted, but I ran out of batting, so I have to go get more batting. But
Pretty and
Very nice
simple
colors.
And
yeah, and I love
Oh,
this pattern.
I love that each block it's the same color, so you don't have to worry.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, what should I do here and that? And yeah.
Yeah. So that's
this-
my show.
A fabric of one collection or are they
Yes.
different? Oh,
It is a. Oh, what is the name of the collection?
It's okay.
It's Bunny Hill.
Oh, it's Bunny Hill.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
Yeah,
We're
the
getting it done.
designer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bunny
they
Hill,
came.
but-
Okay,
Yeah.
I remember.
So that's all my stuff. That's all my show. Now my
Thank
stuff
you,
can be
Robin.
out of the way,
Well,
right?
I don't know. I brought stuff to talk about the topic, I guess. So, do you want me to start with that or?
Oh, let's wait for Shelly to join us.
Yeah,
And before
Shelly,
that,
join us.
we can show this quilt. I don't know
think
who
Vichy
finished
made
it.
right?
Nope.
No,
Wendy made it.
Wendy.
Oh, okay, you were right, Emerald.
And then this quilt kit is called, let me see. We have the quilt kit now.
It's right there. Oh, do you have it? Yeah.
So pretty.
Oh, it's right.
Yeah, the quilting life. It's called
quilt-
Country Home.
I have the kits ready.
It's designed by Shelly McConnell. But
Yeah.
It's cute because that's one of those that has
Sherri,
panels. that you
yeah,
cut up.
so not all the blocks are pieced. I think only the houses are pieced, and then
this is a panel.
you use a panel and just sash them. So
It's pretty cool.
yep.
Okay.
Awesome. I don't know what you guys have talked about, but
All we've done is my show and tell.
okay. So I guess I could do my
So
show
now you can do your show and tell.
I just brought things that I'm working on
Mhm.
and things that will be finished in 2023. Not things that were finished in 2022.
Right? I
So-
think most of it. I think.
So I started this new quilt here,
So pretty.
Oh,
and this will be done shortly.
That's
I love that.
adorable.
So that one I just kind of worked on last night. I still have visitors
Are
in my
kids-
house, so.
Kids are ready though, right?
Yeah,
So-
if they, yeah. So that is
So-
in this book, Fast and Fun Quilts.
can we see?
And this is by Melissa Corey,
that's a,
this book. And I
lots
love
of
this
cute stuff.
book, but this is like my favorite.
I like when you have.
It's called Dutch Days. And this is
Oh.
the quilt that's in the book.
Wait, I like you chose a different color.
Anyway,
Oh, I should get
so
that
yeah.
Yeah.
And this is, even though it looks like it might be half square triangles, it's actually flying geese
I
when
love
you make that block.
Which-
So that
which
was
makes
fun,
it
and it's
nicer because you won't have the seam
the
here.
seams here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also they're big blocks, so it worked up really fast. I mean, it didn't take me very long at all. I just said, oh, I'm gonna hurry and make one block,
Mhm.
and I sat down at my machine and just did it. So
What's nice about this is it's bigger, but it looks more challenging. So if you're a beginner, this would be a good.
it is, and yeah,
Great
it's
way to
fast.
do
and,
your-
and the way that she has you do it is, and I should have brought a sample of how it was done, but it's really easy because you use your bigger square, then you
Mm-hmm.
put the smaller squares in the corners, and then you sew
Oh,
on
it's
the on
the
each
four
side.
at a time or
Yeah,
whatever.
I like
so,
that way.
So you cut it, and your blocks are more accurate
Mm-hmm.
that way, and so you don't have to worry about that. And then another thing is that we've had these layer cakes in our store for a long time. And so I've decided to make that bag. And I can't
Such a-
remember of the bag, but this is what I've got done of it. And it will have
What do you mean you can't remember the
the
bag?
name of the bag. What's the name of the
it's
pattern?
duffel.
Duffel.
Yeah, it's a duffel bag. But
Duffel
not
patchwork,
in-
I think
not
is
in
what it's
thread.
called.
Yeah, patchwork duffel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
so when you
not in
make
thread.
Yeah.
yeah, she made it too. And
then
that will
this
be,
is the
yeah,
side.
that will be
Yeah.
the sides.
That's
I
And
made
then this will be the sashing and, just the highlight of it, so. You don't have
Oh,
a
show
zipper.
your inside.
Anyway,
I love like
That's fun.
the layer cake
And that's
it's
the
rolled,
inside
so
that
you
she
don't
used.
see out the fabrics, but those are like
Yes.
cute.
yeah.
Those are adorable.
So that's what the layer
Oh.
cake will have. And you pretty much I actually thought I had enough when I cut the squares, and I had to go back and cut a few more squares because I thought, oh, I'm not going to use all my layer cake. But you pretty much almost do.
It's a
So-
10-inch layer cake.
10
Yeah.
inches. Yeah.
So one of you two ladies needs to make me a bag.
You need to learn how to make them. They're not
We
hard.
need to get
I
together.
have to do a
I
step
have
by
lots of people
step.
that say, oh, they just look so intimidating. And you know
It's
what? They're
not.
really not. They might take a little bit more time,
Yeah.
but they're not that hard.
I'm a
I
step
don't
by
think
step.
they're.
So with me, and I would be able to do
You
it.
get the fabric, quilt it,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And then
We'll
be
do
like,
the
Anna,
rest of the
let's
steps.
sew.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shelly, let's sew. Okay.
Yeah. So
Done.
anyway, those are my goals.
Get the
I-
bag, get the bag
January.
done and get
January
the-
goals. There we go.
Those are great, reachable goals.
Yeah.
They
unlike
are.
mine. I always start out with great intentions in January. Gonna eat healthy, gonna do this, that, and, you know, all that good stuff that we all
Buy
do.
10 books.
And then I'm like, by the
Right.
7th, I'm like, let's keep
Yeah.
going.
By the 7th.
I don't even take
It
the
might
whole,
be like
I
the
don't even,
3rd.
yeah.
I
No, that's not
know
gonna
my limits, so I don't ever set goals because it's like I know I'm not gonna keep it. Why
Yeah.
bother?
Right.
I know.
But
That
you
way you
really
don't-
achieve a lot of
That way
things,
there's no
though.
guilt.
Yeah.
You do.
I know, but
No guilt that way, right?
my husband was prompting me the other day, yesterday might have been. It's like, you should make lists without the projects you wanna do. And I'm like, yeah, I should, but
We don't
It's
want to know
like-
that list.
we make it and then work, especially working on a quilt store. It's like every day you find at least one, if not more, projects you want to add to your list. And
Yeah.
it's
Every
like,
time you work. Yeah.
For sure.
and you see the new one and you jump to it, so your list just keeps pushing or growing. I don't know. It's
And
so
then
it's-
you think, oh, I'm good, I don't need any more. And then your friends come and they're like, I
Make
want to make this. And then I'm like, oh, I want to make that. And then I'm like, Kathy, don't you want to make that? Like, we
know.
all,
but
it's bad.
But what happens? We all buy the materials and stuff, and then everything fizzles
then
out.
it's a cute little stack in your cupboard.
Yeah.
That should be our goal
And
this
then
year.
we're always saying, we need to get together. We need to get
Yeah.
together.
The thing I say is don't have a big room. Then you'll have to finish those
Oh,
projects.
it just moves on to
No,
the next
you
one.
just, you just take over the next one
Yeah.
and the next one.
Ah, good.
It's-
Your kids, you can't have
Wait,
that
I
on
have
the
an
side of your bed
empty
anymore. I know, really.
Okay. So we have some questions today. Before that, can we show this kit that we never really show on Table Talk? You can just
we always
open
can show
for-
stuff, right?
Yeah. However,
So cute.
whoever
I love
wants to
this
talk.
one. I'm waiting for Sandy to ask me to make a sample.
So it's like
Look how cute it is.
Foxes. Some people say they look like cats, but I think it's more from the distance.
It's all in this
And then
cute
it's
little pack.
yeah. And then we saw some of the project from this collection earlier.
And it's fig tree, and I love fig tree.
It's adorable.
It's just a
And it's a
cute
good
box.
size out of what I remember. 57.5 square. So
So
That's a fun
you
size
get
for that.
everything, and then you get all the little.
And then you get this cute little
boxes.
box that you could
Yeah.
put your handwork in.
So
You could.
we got this.
Or it could be, you know, that quilt kit that just sits up in your room, looks really cute.
It looks nice.
Someday I'm gonna
hey,
make it.
nothing wrong with decor, you know.
We
Fabric
should just
decor.
start setting them around the
Fabric and
house.
kit
This
decor.
is our decor.
It's-
Not finished quilts, just the box.
It's good.
Um,
Okay, let me ask all you these questions. It's the end of the year. I mean, it's the beginning of 2023 for this video.
Mhm.
I want to review some of your finished project with you. And the first question I have is, can you show us something you like and you finished in 2022?
like and finish. That's hard. I don't know what I brought. So.
You just bring everything you have finished.
Well, this one will go in two of the questions, I guess, because I go crazy. I don't like to throw small scraps away, and I like to use them all. So this one, it's one of those that I only bought the lining for it to be able to make the basket, but I had everything left over from a quilt I made, and because I didn't have a big enough piece for the bottom either, whatever you don't have a big enough piece, you can always do something to piece it, because with small pieces you can make big. I don't know. But so I put that in the bottom. So the pattern, it's made with one piece for the outside, but since I had scraps, I just made strips, and they're all different sizes and stuff. So I pieced the piece big enough for what the pattern calls and just made this basket. So, and it kind of gives you that extra satisfaction of using your stash.
Yes.
And this is not in thread. I kind of love her patterns. They're very simple, even though it doesn't necessarily looks like that can scare people because it's a circle. But if you follow her step by step, and she also has videos on her Instagram, it's not hard to do. You know, it's a bit more than you know, sewing a straight line for a quilt, but it's still, and even curves are straight line, that your fabric kind of curves. I don't know. I was like, if you want to try something, go for it. It's not a scary one, but and I think one of the questions I'll jump forward was like stuff that you can gift.
Yes.
So that was kind of like
Your gift
for
item.
gift. But also this panel, I didn't bring the backpack, I forgot, but makes a little backpack, and then it makes the stuffies that you either can make it for somebody or you can gift it unmade if they like to sew. But if you have a little guy in your, or girl, little kid in your life, you can just make him the stuffies and make the basket so they can keep it. And it, like I said, it comes in a panel. But yeah. So.
Thank you. Wait, what was Shelly going to talk about? You say you bring a project that you finish in 2023.
23. So that's these that I just showed. So
That's your-
this is my
Oh.
2023 project. This will be a January project.
That's
Um,
nice.
And just some of the, I don't know, when she texted that to me and said, "What are your finished projects?" I got thinking, I can't even think of anything I
I
finished.
know,
I've done so many.
I didn't go, but I have to go through my pictures and see, and I'm bad at taking pictures. So
Oh,
I
and I
haven't
don't
even
even.
taken pictures of everything I've done.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't, but I did brought something I want to finish in 2023.
Stretch.
It's my hilltop cross stitch.
Oh,
So I have everything in my box. Not everything is done, but you know, it's like that's my finishings. I just finished that yesterday
No.
and have some of my others.
You
Well,
got quite
I
a few
think-
done there, though.
Yeah, I think I have until July done, and I have my December. I think I'm missing one. I should have this one done. The November one, I should have it done. I don't know where I stashed it. Somewhere in my sewing room. I have one somewhat completed. But yeah, so that's my goal. I want to finish them and be able to display them for 2023. My hilltop projects. For now, they're just in these spots that I love.
they're staying there.
But I don't know if you are like me. Like, if I know that you're doing yours and then I'm like, oh, Anna's doing hers. I got to get mine done. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Competition.
I am definitely competitious. But not in a way, not like in a negative way.
Oh, yeah,
like,
it
it's
just
just all on
motivates
me
you.
that I'm like, ooh, motivated. Exactly.
Yeah, when you
motivated
see it,
to
I'm
do
like,
it.
oh yeah.
For sure.
Yep, out this like Christmas break, I sat in my chair and stitched. It's like, you know, watch movies with the family and enjoy
Just a nice
time.
quiet
Yep.
time. Okay, I know I wrote a question for Robin because I'm sorry. I throw you under the bus again.
It's all good. I can take it. Because I've already thrown myself there. So, you know, a little extra push.
We see a lot of projects you started. Is there anything you have started, but you want to finish?
I'm going to
In the
finish
next-
my Kringles.
Oh, okay.
And
It's cross-stitch.
I am. I showed that. I am. Like, it will be done, ready to display at Christmas. I will have it framed and everything. Like,
Oh.
I solemnly swear. Because we have that stitch night
Yeah.
the second Friday of every month, and I'm determined. Because if I've got friends that are like motivating me
Yes.
along the way, and people here, and I keep telling customers as they buy them, okay, stitch with me, you know. And if I know that that is happening, I'll do a lot better.
Yeah.
But I also want to get my hilltops. I have probably 3 or 4 of them done, and my topographies because they stitch fast.
Oh,
They
yeah,
do.
they're
So,
super
you know, I just have like the little Cupid on the bottom of the February that I found. I'm like, why didn't I finish that? Come on.
Right.
So I just want to.
Right.
Saying stitch fast, you know, last night I started on the January one. And
Last night,
yeah,
look at that. Look at that.
so, you know, they do stitch fast.
Right?
So just like,
So how do you decide like which part you want to start? Because like sometimes you use like the big city. I saw Erica. She started on the top, but then I think
started
you
on the
started
bottom.
So you
yeah,
just
I
choose wherever you
usually
want
like,
to.
especially with this one, I know I don't need, and like I even eyeball it, I don't measure it because I need less than an inch to be able to get it around the board. So I just kind of eyeballed an inch, you know.
And
I know it's more than an inch, but you know,
Right.
I just eyeball it and just start from the bottom corner and make my way up.
Just start
And-
wherever is going to make it so that you keep stitching.
Yeah.
Like, some people like to start in the middle. I usually pick something that's going to give me some,
I don't.
like a
I know some
good
people divide.
start and stop place, you know?
Some people divide their fabric and do a square at a time. But I don't know, for me that I'm like, well, why would I stop doing my blue thread here when I can just
Right.
go the whole thing? So I don't quite get that.
I
And
like
I
to-
haven't talked to anyone, but I just kind of, from my observation, I've seen that and I'm like, that's up to me. But I'm self-taught, so what do I know? I start
And
and
I'm kind of the same way. I don't do a lot of cross. I mean, I can do it. It's not my favorite, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of like I would just start in a corner, top, bottom, just
Yeah.
wherever. And
Is it
that's
because
usually
of
what I
the
do.
stitching? I mean, the counting. So you don't.
No, not. I don't know. It sometimes it's just
not for
irritating.
everybody.
But this one, English paper piecing,
She's good at it.
that's
Okay.
her, that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, see,
So.
stitch night doesn't have to be cross stitch. It's handwork.
And kind
Yeah.
of
And it's fun to
yeah.
see everybody do that. But I don't know, with my cross stitch, I like, it's kind of with quilting too. I like to get the yucky stuff out of the way. I like to get the half square triangles done, the, you know, the flying geese done. I like to get the basic, and then I like to add the fun. Because then when you add the fun, then it keeps you
Going.
keeps you going.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, because I try to do, so I have a harder time when it's sit down and sew this whole one block together. That, like I said, my Christmas one that had the 22 steps, because I would rather sew all the half square triangles for the whole quilt, all the, you know, and then make all the blocks as I go. Because then when you're done piecing, you get to put it together and it goes fast. So I like
easier
to get
that
the
way.
yucky way.
Okay. So anything you have finished in 2022, you think that was a little bit challenging, was pushing you do?
I do.
Challenging.
Do you want to?
And it's like, it's not that necessarily like the quilt itself or the block was challenging, but like with you, there is a lots of steps to it.
Wait, this is what you are going to finish in next year?
No, that's finished.
Oh, it's finished?
Somebody asked me to do a quilt for their bed. It was my first king size quilt, which that in itself is
King size.
challenging.
Yes.
Yep. And I gifted it, I give it to them yesterday. And so I don't have the quilt, but I have pictures that Emerald will post. But like, I was joking, I took it on a retreat with me. And the whole time I sewed on my retreat, which it was at least 2 full days of sewing and probably more, I was keep joking with my friends. I'm like, I'm still on page 2. It's like, the whole time, I'm still on page 2. I haven't progressed. So I was able to finish out those blocks on my retreat, but it's like, it's just, even though it's a different fabric, you're still doing just the same. And it's not hard to sew, it's just kind of repetitive and making it a king size. This, I had to change the pattern. This pattern, it's not king size. So I had to add more to it. And it just, you kind of, for days, you're doing the same thing. Here I am on page 2 still.
So
Would that be?
But you know, sewing wise, it's not challenging. It's just, there's lots of pieces to the block and it just
and
takes
it probably
time.
turned out beautiful though.
It's, I'll show
Yeah.
you a picture later. Yeah, it's not necessarily like my style, it's very colorful, which nothing wrong with color. I do like it. It's just won't go in my house.
But you could always take that and tone
Yeah.
it down. Make
Well,
all your
and
big wash the
actually,
same.
I did use the same fabric line, but they asked me if, if I don't use the pinks. So I eliminated the pinks and stuff. So keep the other colors. But yeah, so, and the other challenge was, I was doing it for somebody else. So you always wonder, would they like it?
The
Oh,
pressure.
you have a higher
pressure.
standard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if they don't like it.
So
Yeah,
so that
that's
was
true.
kind of my challenge for the year. But hey, it's done.
Woohoo.
It's done.
job.
It's given away, and I can move on.
Challenge accepted
Yep.
and achieved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would that be the cheer and merriment? For
Yeah, that
you?
would be my Christmas one. That's my goal.
That's
it.
your challenge.
That was my challenge. And not because it was hard, just because it's
all
there's templates.
Mm-hmm.
So on the trees. So that took a little bit more time. But the thing with the templates, they all, you didn't lose any points. So it was a really good template. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as long as you know how to use templates and you follow the directions, because some people get a little impatient or stretch their fabric or whatever, as long as you take your time.
It's doable.
It's totally doable.
Yeah.
It's just okay. How about you, Shelly? Anything you feel like?
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I really had. Did I complain about any quilts? I don't think
Really?
I did.
It wasn't about
guess-
quilts.
Yeah, I don't think I really had anything that was, I was just wanted to throw away because I was, it was frustrating.
That's what you call choosing carefully.
Yeah, really.
Challenge for this year, it's your book of the month that you started.
Oh,
Just picking the fabrics.
Yeah.
It's you have fun doing it, but deciding which fabric
Right.
where. I think that maybe it's
Yeah, well, the first it starts in January, so this month, but it's just
yeah.
the first one was pretty easy, and I got to the second one looking at February's. I'm like, okay, the one was really easy, but the second part of that, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
so we'll
So-
see what happens.
It will be
But,
beautiful either
yes.
way.
it's a soul.
It goes along with what Anna says. You want to make everyone happy. You're like, oh, what if they don't like it? Oh, what if,
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem that you run into.
Yeah,
when
you're
you
not
do a
just
block
doing
of the
it for
months.
yourself.
Yeah.
You have to consider the
Yeah,
public.
when you have
and-
50
yeah.
people following you and doing the same thing, you're like, ah!
What if
Yeah.
I place it wrong?
Right, exactly.
chose
Pick
the
the
wrong
wrong fabric.
Oh
right?
yeah, because they're
Yeah.
all sewing going to be the same as your block.
But
Yeah.
it is a scrap project, so if you don't like a piece of fabric, I'm pretty sure you guys can find something in your stash to
Absolutely,
replace it.
absolutely, yes. If you don't like it, you can change
It's-
it. I'm not
yeah.
gonna hurt my feelings.
Nope, you won't even know.
Nope, I won't. But that's okay. It's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, any other questions you guys want to talk about? That I didn't go through each one of them, but
I brought, you wanted a easy beginner project.
oh yes,
Oh, yeah.
an easier one.
Did you want to show Singing in the Rain?
Yes.
I didn't grab it.
If you want, we can leave that for another time too, but again, I have a pattern by Knot and Thread that it's very, very easy, beginner friendly. There is no matching points, nothing. And I've made 3 quilts. That was my first one.
I didn't know she writes quilt pattern too.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
she
she
has
does.
many. And lately she's been doing lots of bags.
Yeah.
But it's called the Fat
cute.
Quarter Pile Up. And I bought the Fat Quarter bundle of these just because, it's kind of whimsy. I don't know. It just grabbed my
I love the
attention.
little cats and the yarn.
And it was just, I don't know if I was a fat quarter short or something, but I think those two are from a different line. So yeah, I think I was short, but I had those at the house. And just one day I was kind of like, well, let's do it. I think,
This is did you order this online?
no,
This fabric?
I bought it from Corn Wagon when they
Oh,
have their
okay. I was
yard
gonna say
sale.
because we didn't have this.
Yeah.
in our
Yeah,
store,
no,
right?
that I got it somewhere else. And I just bought it. I don't know why, because it grabbed my attention.
Because you like dogs
You
and
like
But
cats.
cats.
Diary
And
of
dogs.
Quilt are actually, you know, not in thread sells this pattern. It's $2 or $3. But Diary of Quilter actually has used in her pattern and has a tutorial on her website. So I think I saw it and I was just home like, new project, why not?
Well, that's so
and
easy,
made
too.
it, and it's so easy. Yep, and then it use almost the whole fat quarter, like, so there's no waste on it, and it's just the hardest part for me. It's placing the fabric, so the same, don't touch each other, colors, placement. That's the hardest part for me. And I've made like 3 of them. This is from last year's Christmas,
Yep.
so
Oh, this
it's
is cute.
the same.
You made an autumn one with
Yeah,
this
and I
pattern
brought
too,
that
right?
too.
Okay.
So, like I said, I've made 3. So, and probably
Yes.
I'll make more. And
And
she,
these are great gifts too. I mean,
Yeah.
for children or babies or
Well,
toddlers
this
or
is
whatever.
actually kind of perfect size to cuddle on a chair.
Right?
Oh,
Because, sometimes
she's
if it's too big of a quilt,
yeah.
yeah.
The minky
I
on the
love
back
them.
of these two. Yes.
I love the minky.
Yes.
But, you can
Nice
cuddle in your
cuddling.
chair and you don't have the big excess of
Right.
fabric on the floor. I don't like quilts on the floor.
Right.
And maybe
I just think some of the easier ones too are like our plaid ones
Yeah.
that we do
the
a lot
black
of.
one, it's.
Yeah, so those are fairly easy.
But like I mentioned, this one, there is no matching of corners and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
and it's so easy. One suggestion I can do, because like I said, my struggle is placing the fabric so they, will be placed evenly. It asks for 12 fat quarters for this size, but if you get 13, that extra fat quarter will give you the option to have
Place.
just for placement. It's like
better.
that's what I've noticed for myself, but it's not necessary because the 12 will make this size. And on her
Right.
pattern, I think she has for a baby and then a bigger one, I want to say. But
Nice.
yeah,
Well,
So-
and this is good for, big flowers where you don't want to cut up.
oh
stuff.
yeah, to,
Right.
to showcase
Just
prints.
enjoy the
fabrics.
fabric.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah,
And I think one of the other ones, well, and it's not, I'm just looking at that. It's called First Night. It's a Villa Rosa card.
yeah.
And I think that's, similar to this. It's very simple and easy to use.
Yeah.
You
And
get
you
strips
probably
and
can-
squares.
You probably can use scraps because for those
Oh yeah, for
strips,
anything.
for
for
those
sure.
strips, you don't have to like do it. Probably use these fat quarters, right?
Yeah.
But you don't have to use a fat quarter. You can make it scrappy from your stash.
Oh, for
and
sure.
Cut each block
Yep.
individually. It won't repeat, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's
Thank
So-
you.
Hey.
Okay, to finish this, Robin, can you show us your Singing in the Rain?
My block of the month that's
Yeah.
finished.
Oh, it's finished
It's
this
all
month?
finished. It's just not
It's-
quilted.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that was-
So, yes. Thank you.
It is finished.
How was this project?
It was good except for these flowers. That's what I've heard the most complaints of.
Okay.
And that again is probably because it was challenging.
Oh, the flowers.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have to.
Well, we got lots of
There
pieces,
are
right?
lots of little pieces. Like you have to sew this piece to this piece and then this piece to this piece. And then you have to do the same, because, and there again right there. So you're like, this is a new thing where you sew 2 pieces together and then take another square and make your half square triangle. So it's just a lot of steps.
For the
Not hard, but just steps. So you
Yeah.
it just makes you have to think.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I mean, they turned out adorable.
It is.
Yeah, the whole
But,
quilt
is
the whole
colored.
quilt
It
is
turned out
really
really
fun.
cute.
And we have patterns for this.
We still have
We don't
patterns.
have much of the fabric, but we do have
Yeah.
patterns. But like, look at these little boots. Don't you want to make a whole quilt with just boots?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, they're
I
so
do.
cute. But anyway, so that was my block of the month that we just finished.
Thank you. Yep. So I guess we're
We're
done.
good?
And
Oh, are we
want
doing
to
a
giveaway?
giveaway?
Yeah. So
What's-
we made some. What's the question, right? We made some.
Oh,
Shelly
pillowcases.
made the. Did you make all the?
I made all the
pillowcases?
pillowcases, yes.
Okay, and the kids too.
Yep.
And then this is our giveaway.
Giveaway.
So the question this week is just leave a comment
About
asking us.
quilting.
Any quilting
Anything
question.
Yeah, any
Yeah.
quilting question. If you comment on our YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
You'll get this.
You
We'll
get it.
draw a winner.
Yeah.
So, yep. And we will announce it on the next.
Next
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go comment. Ask us questions so we know what we're doing.
Right?
Okay. So
Well,
yeah.
Well, Happy New Year again, and looking forward to a new year full of projects and excitement
And finishes.
and finishes.
Finishes.
Hey,
yes.
our stitch night is after this week.
January 13th.
Yeah.
At
And then
6
Robin
p.m.
will be there. Yeah.
I'll be here, and
I
hopefully
am planning to be here.
I'm
so
planning to be
probably
here
will
too.
be-
come because I've just met some great ladies.
Yeah.
So come and meet ladies and rub shoulders and have treats and laugh and have fun.
I know. I always wanted to come and stay, and last time was my second time, but it was kind of my first time sitting with everybody on the table, and it was so fun.
We had a blast.
Yeah. So come and have fun.
Okay.